What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on Prize Picks. This time we got plays for the first Monday Night Football of the season. So it's Bears going up against the Vikings. And we're going to talk about a couple plays for this video and for this game. I actually do like a lot of plays in this game. We're going to talk about that soon. But first off, if you guys could drop a like on this one, it would help me out a lot. It literally takes 2 seconds, completely free. So go ahead and drop the like. And now let's move into the recap from the day before. Now I'm about to do something that 99% of YouTubers won't do. Basically, everybody else does not show their recap. And even some people think that they're showing the recap. They just, put up a couple screenshots, maybe a couple losses and a couple wins. They're not showing you every single play that they're taking. They're not really taking you into the account. And that's exactly what I'm about to do. And it's even more difficult to do this because we had a super unlucky weekend and we went down 30 units. And guys, I'm not trying to say that your money doesn't matter. We went down 30 units and I'm completely owning up to that. This one was on me. Our strategies are still 100% sound. I'm just going to explain to you guys where things went wrong this weekend. And if you guys want to click off and you guys think, oh, this guy went down 30 units in one weekend, I'm just going to leave and never watch him again. Sure, that just shows on your character more than really does on mine. I'm actually coming on here owning up to the losses. And let's go ahead and talk about it. So I spreadsheeted every single one of these plays. I'm recording and tracking every single one. And right here, I did the sum of all this. We got minus 30 units. I put that in big red letters right there. Minus 30.5 at the end of this. So these strategies that we were taking were very correlated strategies where we're taking, quarterbacks and receivers on the over together or on the under together like this, right? So that's what we're doing. This will 100% work in the long run. Over 17 weeks of football, I guarantee you guys, using the same strategies, as long as the apps don't change their rules, we will be up over 200 units because this strategy is broken for how much they're paying us. But we had a super unlucky weekend, and I'm going to get into why. So first off, this play right here, all three of these greened. Kittle got injured in the first half, and then Rebet doesn't do reboots or anything like that. Kittle got injured. He was playing so good in that first quarter, and then he just left. We got the -1 there. That one definitely should have been a cash. This one was my free play, actually. Broncos -8. They won by exactly 8 points. Should have been way more than that, but what are you going to do? And then the other one that I was so pissed about, bro. Let me see if I can find this one. First of all, the Houston duo did actually terrible. Like that one, nothing much to say there. Houston duo did terrible. There is one right here. Another one, right? And by the way, guys, if you're wondering, why am I scrolling past like 5 plays just to talk about one close loss? Because every single one of these plays, when they win, they pay 9x, or they pay 10x, or they pay, sometimes even close to 20x, right? The one that we did end up winning, because we did win one play, actually paid a lot of money, but still not enough to pull back all losses. This one was kind of annoying. Purdy and Pearsall hit. That was a perfect duo, right? And this is what I'm saying. It's a duo, right? When Purdy goes over, who's going to go over as well? His favorite wide receiver, which was Ricky Pearsall. And then Zay Flowers, of course, has like 150 yards. But Lamar Jackson doesn't go over, right? He has 206 yards. They need to pass the ball. What do? They run the ball and they fumble. And then if the Bills just made that 2-point conversion to tie it up at 40-40, Lamar definitely would have passed on that drive. In the fourth quarter, Lamar, we needed him to get 35 passing yards. He ended up getting 5 and they lost the game. Absolutely crazy stuff right here. I'm okay when you win the game, right? It's like, oh, we're up. We're going to run the ball. Let's not pass the ball, right? When you lose the game and you pass the ball for 5 yards, it's just, what can you do, right? What can you do? This would have paid 8.5. Actually, no. On PrizePicks, this would have paid 7x or 7.5x if you're lucky. On Rebet, this is paying, I'm pretty sure, close to 9.5x. I'm just going to go ahead and check that for you guys. And the reason I'm not scrolling through on Rebet is because I've got this weird thing right now where on the app, it'll show you guys win, loss, win, loss. But on the website, it'll show every single thing as a push, whether it won or it lost, which and I'm not a fan of that. But this was the play, right? So it's paying 9x right here. Plus 800 is equivalent to 9x. Zay Flowers cashed. Ricky Pearsall cashed. Lamar was the only one that missed. We needed him 236. He only got 230. He only got 205. And then Brock Purdy, of course, cashes there as well. But, what are you going to do? What do you do? This was another one. All three of these guys, all three of the Oklahoma trio cashed, right? They all cashed on Saturday. Beautiful play. And what do we need? We needed the Broncos to win by 9 points. No. The Broncos aren't going to play up to snuff. They're not going to play like one of the best teams in the AFC. They're going to play okay against the Tennessee Titans team, and they're going to win by 8 points. So we lost this play too. This should be a different shade of red. Thankfully, we had this one, which was a green. Stafford, Nakua, Smith, and Bowers. And I'll show you guys this one. Well, it's just going to show up as a push. But this is what I'm saying. This is a correlated entry right here. If I'm scrolling through, we took a ton of plays. This is a correlated entry right here. We got Puka Nakua getting a ton of catches. We got Stafford throwing a lot of yards. Those both happened. And then we got Geno Smith throwing yards and Brock Bowers catching passes. So this one is 8.75x. We actually took this play twice. So it was, of course, a double up unit play. Great stuff right there. But at the end of the day, guys, a lot of unluck right here. A lot of unluck. This one cashed, right? This one cashed. This one cashed. Prescott didn't hit for us, right? There were so many things that could have gone way better this weekend. And at the end of the day, they're like so close misses, right? And this is what I'm saying, guys. You can listen to me if you want to. You can just leave, right? It's week 1. You can just be like, all right, I'm going to go follow someone else who gives out minus 300 money lines. You guys need to know what the kind of YouTuber you're watching is telling you, right? Is it someone who's not going to show their losses and is probably just going to give out, super heavily favored picks, minus 300, minus 500, and then go, we've won 7 out of the last 8 days, right? He's not going to say that they've actually lost profit because they don't pay you that much. Is it someone who is acting like they're recapping every single play? They pull up a screenshot of a couple of plays, and maybe they're showing you guys discounted plays, right? And they're like, this is a 1-unit win. That's not a 1-unit win because you can't scale that up to $100, right? That doesn't count as a unit. That's just a discounted play for a little bit of extra cash. People are out there doing that, going, we won 25 units this weekend. No, you probably only won like 10 units or 15 units because the discounts shouldn't really count towards an entire unit. Does anybody out there have an entire spreadsheet showing you guys every single play and exactly over under what happened? No, nobody's doing that, guys. 100% transparent. That's what I'm giving you guys right here. I mean, it takes a lot of guts to come on here and own up a loss this big, minus 30 units. And it was tough, but we're just going to keep firing. The unit size is going to be the exact same. And I'm telling you guys, by the end of the season, even by the end of the next couple months, we are going to be well over 100 units. And this counter is going to be deep in the green. I'm just saying that because I know this strategy works. And if you guys think that, if you guys don't think that, that's okay. You're free to leave. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some plays for today. I'm sorry that the recap went a little longer, but there was a lot to get through. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some plays right here. We're going Caleb Williams on the over on passing yards, and then we're taking who I think actually might be the wide receiver 1 this season, Rome Odunze, on the over at 50.5 receiving yards. So, of course, Rome Odunze did not end the season well, right? But this is the kind of thing that you see out of a, second-year player in the league. Just look at Keon Coleman, right? Keon Coleman came back, beat out the number 1 veteran target earner, right, in Khalil Shakir, had like 8 catches for a touchdown and almost 100 yards, I think. Something ridiculous, right? Let me go look that for you guys. Keon Coleman right here. Insane stuff, by the way. 40 to 41 right here. 8 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown, right? This was a guy that people were hating on like crazy, right? Of course, we saw him at Florida State. He was great. But then last season, people were like, oh, no, this guy's not it, right? He's not playing as up to snuff for the Buffalo Bills. He's got a great quarterback. What's he doing, right? You just got to give these rookie players some time. Now that he's coming into his second year, I expect Rome Odunze to go over here. And what did I just talk about correlation, guys? That's what we're doing here. We're taking Caleb Williams to have a great game. In this case, that means passing for 220 yards or more. Very possible. And because this is happening, because Caleb Williams is throwing for a lot of yards, who's going to catch those passes? It's going to be Rome Odunze, right? He's going to be on the opposite end of those passes, and he's going to go over 50.5 yards. The odds of this play going over, or under are the highest. That's what I'm saying. Because if Caleb Williams has a bad game, Rome Odunze is not gonna get enough yards to hit his line, right? That's what we're saying. The odds of them going over together or under together is what's happening here. Caleb Williams throwing for 250 yards and Rome Odunze only getting 30 is not very likely, right? That's what I'm trying to say. But our third play of the day, this one feels also pretty great to me. Aaron Jones on the over at 50.5 rushing yards. So if we look at this, he is probably the definition of consistency, right? Aaron Jones is right up there with like Josh Jacobs when it comes to super consistent running backs. You can get him involved in the passing game as well, right? That's what a lot of good teams try to do. You can get him involved in the passing game. I expect them to use him a lot more than Jordan Mason. And of course, there's going to be, some back and forth right here. But in my eyes, Aaron Jones, at least for the week 1, is the clear running back 1, right? If you want to get Jordan Mason some more reps later down the stretch and then work him into a RB1 role, I can see that. I can see that argument. But week 1 against this Chicago team, I like Aaron Jones on the over of 55 or 50.5 rushing yards, excuse me. Now, if we lock in this play, right, it's paying 20 to win 90, right? Or I'll make the math easy for you guys. It's paying 100 to win 450. So that is a 4.5x. And American odds, that's a plus 350 play, right? So that's all right. If you guys want to lock it in over there, by all means, go ahead and lock it in. But you know me, I'm not loyal to any app, and I'm not loyal to PrizePicks for sure because they're not paying us as much as this other app right here. What did I go ahead and do? I locked it in on Dabble, where we're getting the exact same play. Actually, we're getting better lines, right? Romo Dunze is 4 yards under here. Aaron Jones is 1 yard under here compared to their lines at on PrizePicks. And we're getting 5.7x. You're getting 5.7x, which is $570 if you put $100 on it. Whereas on PrizePicks, you're only getting 450. So you're getting an entire 1.2 units, or in this case, $120 just from turning your focus to another app and locking in over there. It makes no sense why you would lock this in on PrizePicks. And the best part is, and maybe the only reason you guys wouldn't lock this in on Dabble is because you already have money on PrizePicks. And you're like, I don't want to put more money into another app. I completely get that. But here's the thing. Dabble is giving you guys free $25 just for signing up. So you're not even putting your own money down. You can go ahead and lock this play in with their free $25 that they give you on sign up. In order to access that, all you got to do is sign up with code FFBAM and you guys will get that free 25. And that link is in the description. Once you guys hit that link in the description, it'll take you over here and then just click this Dabble link right here. Free $25, no deposit. Within 2 or 3 minutes, you guys will be locking in this 3-man with a free $25. Am I saying this is guaranteed to hit? No, but I'm saying this paying, 5.7x is absolutely egregious. We are going to take that value wherever we can. Now, this video has gone on for a bit long. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and drop a comment if you heard any of that recap or what do you want to say. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. That's all I got for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and let's have a great NFL Monday.